Hi, friends. I'm Gabrielle for anyone who I haven't had the opportunity to meet yet. And for today's Journey with the Seasons, I'm sharing another video prompt. I had some nice feedback from some of you who really enjoyed that, and whether you had the experience of joining me for a writing circle or not, felt like it gave that feeling of being together. So I will share them from time to time. And today's reflection and prompt, I'm going to take you through something very meditative. I'm sitting here in my backyard on a warm July morning and want to acknowledge where we are in the cycle of the seasons. July is coming on that halfway point. You may have noticed where you are that the sun is going down a little bit earlier each night. We still have plenty of sunlight, plenty of long summer nights, but just that gradual noticing. And so this moment in July is a great time to reflect on the 6 months of 2026 so far. And when I say reflect on and write, we're going to write to discover, we're going to write to gain even more wisdom and insight than before we put words on the page. It's not about, oh, have I met such and such goals? Am I doing enough? Have I changed? Am I this? Am I that? I actually began this Substack Journey with the Seasons a few years ago in January I just really hated that cultural sense around us of it's the new year, you need to change, you need to this, you need to that. And it's all very external. And so this practice that I like to teach through spiritual direction and expressive writing is about tuning in, allowing some quiet time so your own intuition, inner wisdom, and imagination can flow through you. So that's a long preamble to say that's what we're going to do today. So what you'll want is a journal and pen. You're also, if you prefer to write on your keyboard for these kind of prompts, open a document, all good. A quiet space, so depending on how many people and animals and noise and distractions are in your home, you might need to grab some headphones. You might need to go out to a quiet place, sit in a park. Um, you can listen using the Substack app on your phone, whatever's convenient for you. And you want to get comfortable. So if you want a glass of water, tea, something just to keep you feeling hydrated and grounded while we do this, go ahead and grab whatever you need. And we're going to settle in. So just notice your feet on the ground. Feel the chair or bench or bed, wherever you're sitting, supporting you. We'll take a few inhales and exhales. I carry tension in my jaw and shoulders, so you might want to quickly shake them out. See if you can let this go. And I'm going to let any tension go you might be holding. And I'm going to just guide us back through the months from January through today, mid-July. And whatever images or words come to you, jot them down. You don't need full sentences. It's probably easier to just grab some phrases, words, images as I'm guiding you through. So we're going to imagine yourself in January. Where were you when the year was turning? Was it a very cold winter where you were living? Or are you somewhere where the seasons stay the same, but you are conscious of the winter season coming? What were you hoping for as you entered this year of 2026? you have any special memories of that month, maybe it's a month of birthday or celebration for you. Might have been travel. It might have been a quiet, reflective month with the dark nights, going to bed earlier, experiencing snow and ice. Winter is a time of struggle for some people, a time of coziness and retreat for others. Any images of that January that come back to you? And January turned into February. We could already sense greater light returning, though again, in places where the seasons change. It may have been a very cold winter. Here we had many ice storms. It was hard to be outside a lot. It was really cold. And what you were feeling watching events in the world starting us out in 2026, what you were thinking about, what you were concerned with, what you were hoping for, where you were finding love, connection, maybe some respite from the world. Any images or memories or even dreams, fragments that come back to you, you can jot them down. And as February turned into March, there was a sense of spring coming, though it was the beginning of the season. As we moved into the month of March, there's a change we can sense. The lighter, longer nights starting to return. If you live somewhere where birds are migrating, welcoming them back, and noticing if you experienced a sense of renewal as March began. Looking forward to the spring, maybe your energy shifting and waking up. Looking forward to any spring holidays that you might celebrate, maybe gatherings, connections, getting out of the isolation of winter, connecting with more people. And when March turns into April, we're fully in the spring season. If you're someone, again, if you live where the seasons change and you've planted flowers, there may be tulips and daffodils and other things coming to life, a feeling of life in bloom, sun, warmth, energy. Any personal memories from this spring as you think about where were you in April? Our lives can move by so quickly that we forget. And this is a moment just to recall any special things happening in your external life, any special worries or concerns or struggles, any place you were finding support and love. And April moved into May, deeper into the energy of springtime and blossoming and hope, and a time of celebration. What you were looking forward to as you looked ahead, if you're part of an academic cycle, whether raising kids or grandkids, or yourself teaching, the sense of a completion coming, and maybe dreaming of what the summer would bring. Whatever comes, and you can be in any month, you might still be back writing in January. May turned into June, and we approached, moved forward, light increasing, light increasing, light increasing until we got to the summer solstice. Those of you who were with me celebrating the solstice, just embracing the fullness of that moment, of that light, knowing that it was a time that ancestors celebrated our connection to the earth, that a food that sustains and nourishes us comes from the earth, the miracle of a sun that lights this planet, the miracle of our existence. Just notice what blessings you recall from just this last period of time, May into June, into July. What worries or concerns have you carried? It's a big moment for those in the United States last week. There's grief and loss that we're all holding. There's war in the world. There's suffering. And there is beauty and miracles and life and connection and love. How have you held them both through this year, through 2026? And after you listen to this video, I invite you just to read back through any notes, any images. Some months may have been very vibrant. Others may have been like, the heck happened? And you might even look back. I like to look at photos. I take a lot of photos of things I find wonderful, amazing, curious. If you do that, look back through photos you have that might spark memories. And your writing today is just to begin with some gratitude. I'm thankful for what I've experienced, for what I've discovered. And then thinking about what you're feeling now, I notice that right now I'm yearning for, I desire, and then looking into the season that's coming. We know that our beautiful July and August will turn into September and bring us the autumn equinox and those just gorgeous fall months, and back to the winter, and any hopes that you carry, not only for yourself, but for your loved ones, for your community, for the greater world. And please feel free, you can send me an email. I'd love to read your writing. Share any fragments in the comments if you want that can inspire other people. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, really, 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 for being here with me in this community, and just for joining in Journey with the Seasons. I'm wishing you every blessing for today and for the months to come.